Hi guys and welcome to Finish It Friday episode 140. So here's where we left off on Wednesday. So we have our base card, 8.5 by 5.5. This one I scored at 4 1/4 and then 2 1/8. We have two bases that are darker colored cardstock. Those are 5 1/8 by 1 3/4. We have our designer series paper, or you could use any sort of embossed regular paper, anything you could use there, but that layer is 5 by 1 5/8. Then we have, in the same background color, a 2 1/8 by 3 5/8 square, and a 2 by 3 1/2 piece of, in this case, designer series paper, but this could be cardstock. You know what? And I think I'm going to use this back side. I'm also going to incorporate Greetings for All. This is the Mix and Match ephemera pack that is on the online exclusives. I don't think it's in the actual annual catalog. I think it's online exclusives. And I think I'm going to grab out maybe this bigger one to fill up that space. We'll do one of these two. All right, so let's go ahead and show you how we're going to finish up this card. All right, let me grab out my tape. Now I just cleaned off my glass mat, so hopefully I don't get more adhesive on it, because I had a lot of adhesive on my glass mat. Wipes up really easily though with alcohol. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and I like laying this on its side so I can kind of see my edges all around. And if I think I got good enough edges, then I'm going to press it down. Let's do that on this. I'm trying to go a little bit slower so I don't hit ink it on that mat. I tend to do things really fast and quick. Sometimes I just need to slow down and look at things. All right, so that looks pretty good. So there's our two pieces that are on that. I'm going to go ahead and get tape on those edges. Get that so it looks like a good border. It's a little short on that side, but we'll be okay. And we'll figure out which one of these we're using. All right, oops, sorry. Let me move that so you can see that again. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this, and I'm not going to do anything on the background. You could, if you wanted to do a splatter background, you know, you could emboss if you wanted to. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in the middle there. Because in this case, the fancy fold is kind of your background look. This is going to continue on like that. Just got a little bit over the edge here, so I'll just fold that adhesive back over. Going to make sure it looks like it's the same height. On this, I think I'm trying to think if I wanted this to flap like that, and then just tape that down. Because if I do it this way, you're going to see. So let's do it like that, because then that still gives you plenty of room to write. Let's go ahead and, so we're only going to put tape on this small portion of it. So even better, let's just do a pop-up dot there. How about that? Let's do one-dimensional right there so it's hidden. And let's do a small one there. Let's do a mini there. All right. So I think we'll probably do it like that. Well, let's go ahead and put adhesive on the back of this. And let's just kind of get that. Oops, sorry. Let's kind of get that in the general area. Make sure this is straight. And there you are. Now, another thing you could do is you could take your finger dauber and run like the brown around the edges there. Let me show you. Let me see if I can get to that one really quick. Let's see. Is this the one with the pecan pie? Nope. Hang on. All right. Pecan pie. Right there. Put this over here. Not sure if I have any left on this. Let's see first. Yeah, there's a little bit. Let's see, just do a little bit of edging on that edge. And then we'll open this up. Do a little more on that edge. Kind of want to keep your finger behind there. You don't want to bend that card since there's not a lot of extra there. Oh, and then on the top. Do a little bit more of the smudge on the top and the bottom. How about that? Put that back in there. So now you have just a little bit of edging on there. You'll see it a little bit more when you open it up. And now you have room to write here, and of course here and anywhere on the back. So there's that one. You could also add embellishments if you want to. All right, here's this one. Used Thoughtful Journey on this one. So this is that new DSP. Let me see if I have it over here still. That's using the Beautiful Gallery 6x6, which is in the annual catalog, available now. This is Thoughtful Journey. It's also in the annual catalog. Here, I cut off or ripped off half of that front, and then took the finger dauber and edged it before I put it down. Then I put this on the inside. You have all this room here to write, and of course the full back. And then this one is the autumn one, Splendid Autumn. This I did as a gatefold. Oh, sorry. So here you still just scored at 4 1/4. Here you scored 2 1/8 in on each side to make the gatefold. And here's where you could have that optional inside if you wanted to kind of set it off. Let me show you. Do I have one? Yeah. Let's see. Don't know if this is a basic beige or... Yeah, you could have that inside for just a little more of a finished look. And then that gatefolds into the middle. All right, so there you are, guys. There's our 3 different cards using these measurements. If you want to, go on over to our Facebook page and post your example. If not, have a great Friday. take care. We'll see you hopefully sometime this weekend. I have a class this weekend, so it's hard saying, but hopefully we see you this weekend. Bye for now.